is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the New Japan Pro Wrestling LA Dojo from Tempe, Arizona, weighing in at 198 pounds, the Wild Rhino, Clark Connors!
Clark Connors gonna kick off the action, and here you can see really letting that personality fly. That wasn't the case when he was a young lion in the New Japan Pro Wrestling Dojo. Would graduate from the young lion to become the Wild Rhino that we see today, and he's making waves all over the professional wrestling industry.
Yeah, it's just so great to see Connors back here in the UWN, and yeah, that pizzazz, that personality, a little bit of showmanship coming out of Clark Connors now.
Rage and intensity is what I see when Connors steps in the ring.
And introducing his opponent from Phoenix, Arizona, weighing in at 180 pounds, Dangerous J.A.Y., Jakob Austin Young!
You know, we talked about Clark Connors graduating from the Young Lions. Likewise, Jakob Austin Young kind of shed a former persona. Used to be charged with caffeine, with coffee. Now he's charged by competition. He means business. Has recently competed on New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong as well, and has been a fixture for years right here in the United Wrestling Network.
Jakob Austin Young, previously known as J Cafe, you alluded to it, but about a year ago we put up a video really shedding that prior persona and showing himself in our in-ring workout more technically sound and focused than the people in Arizona may remember. J Cafe is Jakob Austin Young.
Absolutely, he's all business now, James. What an atmosphere here, Bell Bank Park, Mesa, Arizona. No surprise there, fundamental takedown early by Connors. Counter head scissors there by Jakob Austin Young.
Yeah, Dangerous J.A.Y. He's going to need every bit of that danger to get by Clark Connors, but what a win it would be for him, both here in UWN and with Strong.
Jakob Austin Young also has a amateur wrestling background. Look at the single leg, and you're gonna see some of him infuse some of that mat wrestling into his offensive arsenal here against Clark Connors.
Excellent point, Gilbert, and but I don't know how much I want to mix it up. Maybe he's more suited to mix it up on the mat, given that amateur wrestling background. You might not want to get us in a striking war with the likes of Connors, who was under the tutelage of the likes of Katsuyori Shibata in the dojo.
Yeah, do that at your own peril. Important to note the crowd here in the early going firmly behind Jakob Austin Young as Clark Connors starting to build up some momentum. Oh, a little bit of a collision in the ring. Neither man willing to give there.
And I don't think Connors is going to sweat that, Gilbert. He's after one thing, and that's victory.
Not just victory, Connors has returned here to the United Wrestling Network and told us very clearly that he is focused on gold. Not just gold, but United World Championship and Danny Limelight.
Connors just running over Jakob Austin Young there. And we talk about victories. Connors has had some huge ones in the United Wrestling Network. Bigger now when you figure he's beat the likes of Danny Limelight,
right,
who now, of course, is the reigning world champion.
Yeah, beating the current reigning world champion. Look at Connors starting to unload on Jakob Austin Young. Wild Rhino letting loose.
Well, that's one way to curry favor with the Mesa crowd. Little old school 10-count punch, follows it up with the double axe handle. Are we in a time machine?
Right between the middle of the spine into the cover. Can only find a two. Shades of Macho Man there.
Love it. Method to the madness there. Great action thus far and a great atmosphere here in Mesa, Arizona.
Great way to kick things off. J.A.Y. needs to create some distance, and he does so right there. Heck of an arm wringer taking down Connors. Right, took the shoulder right out of the socket, maybe the elbow.
Momentum shifting moment in this matchup here, TK.
It sure is, and Jakob Austin Young knows a lot of ways to hurt you. Here you see that joint manipulation. We've seen that in the United Wrestling Network in the past by the likes of Timothy Thatcher, Daniel Garcia, and now you're seeing it put to the test here by Jakob Austin Young, and he has neutralized the Wild Rhino here. Wild Rhino's not going to hit a spear from here. He's not going to hit that trophy kill from here. Good neutralizing offense by J.A.Y.
Yeah,
look at that.
Jakob Austin Young looks like he's picked his body part. He has picked his strategy is that left arm of Clark Connors. and dangerous J.A.Y. living up to the moniker right now.
Jakob Austin Young, almost like a shark who smells blood in the water. He has created an opening for himself, injured the arm of Clark Connors, and he is seizing on it right now.
And he's controlling the pace, controlling the time of possession offensively here. In this very first matchup, a red carpet rumble season, 2 title matches coming your way on this episode alone, but we got a good one here that could have serious championship implications for the winner. And now look at that, seizing control of the matchup again, digging down deep, so much strength. But Jakob Austin Young had on the magnetic boots.
And going right back to that left arm, doing more damage is Jakob Austin Young. And you talk about the title implications and how Clark Connors, came in with wanting the world championship shot in mind. If J.A.Y. gets by him, got to figure he's in that same position.
Yeah, Jay doesn't want to be looked past, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
Could play
Connors didn't look past him. Connors just caught him.
He calls that the Jeep flip, like a rhino charging a Jeep there in the Serengeti.
You ever been cow tipping? Is that a little too country for you?
Yeah, maybe.
It kind of looks like that. You come in a head full of steam and just mull over anything in your path.
Just wrecked him, and Connors now back in control.
Variation of that spear in the corner, and now maybe a sacrifice play with that big, powerful, explosive backdrop. Dropping down into the cover goes Connors, and again, that arm has been compromised. Maybe not as much strength in that hook, guys.
Yeah, Connors, though, sort of throwing caution to the wind with it. He's launched himself on a couple of occasions, even with that injured arm, maybe thinking maybe to knock it back into place or just adrenaline taking over. We'll see how long that can last.
Remember, we set the stage saying that Connors is a young man known for rage and intensity, and I think that what you're seeing there is just that intensity. I mean, he just goes for it the moment he steps in the ring.
Connors still favoring that arm, able to catch J.A.Y. again. What a release German suplex there, essentially with one arm.
As the late, great Gorilla Monsoon would say, adrenaline can do wonders. It is hot and heavy in the body of the Wild Rhino right now.
Telegraphing.
Sharpening up that horn. He's got him in his sights, and you're right, telegraphed it there. Well scouted by J.A.Y., who capitalizes. Tornado DDT.
Is this going to be Upset City?
We might have him here. No, not yet.
Oh, but he's hanging onto the arm.
Smart.
Ow.
Smart maneuver here from Jakob Austin Young.
Brilliant awareness and tactical work by J.A.Y., keeping Connors away from the ropes. He's going to force a submission here.
Is Connors going to tap?
Seizing that. I love how he held on to that double wrist lock, but now trying to body slam his way out of it here. Cannot do it as Connors, relentless. This might be the best Jakob Austin Young we've ever seen, especially when you factor in the level of competition.
And this is what I expect in the weeks to come, because as I said, this is the hottest time of year in championship wrestling and the United Wrestling Network. And every one of the men and women backstage want to show out right now.
The spear, that's step one. That he might have gone for the pin when he was a young lion, but now comes up with the trophy kill, put him on the wall.
Mercy, it's all over.
Here is your winner, Clark Connors.
I was thinking you were going to go with tag him, bag him, but I'll take it.
That trophy kill was a mercy inducer for me. What a victory for Clark Connors.
Incredible stuff, Gilbert.
Connors saying that he is back in the United Wrestling Network and back in a major way. This guy's going to be a contender.
Speaking of contenders, 2 title matches coming your way here. We'll be right back as this episode continues to rage on.
Can't get enough Memphis Wrestling? You need Memphis Wrestling Plus. Subscribe today at MemphisWrestlingPlus.com.